Okay, guys, Rodney back at you. Hope you're having a great day. Back with the mindset set for wealth building. Tip number 69. Like leave you with this thought. Get rid of the naysayers. Get rid of the naysayers. Now, if the naysayers are your family and friends, I'm not saying get rid of them. All I'm suggesting is don't tell them what you're trying to do until you have success. Don't tell them or invite them to do anything with you if they are the naysayers until you have success. Then you can go back and get them involved or whatever the case may be. But you don't want to, um, tell them what you're doing because those are the ones, what I mean by naysayers, those are the ones who's always speaking negative, that won't work or cost too much, or what did you think about this, or all that, giving you all these other things to think about, but they're not going to do anything to help you. You don't want naysayers helping you in anything. It's going to be hard enough to be successful without the negative impact that they're going to be spitting out there, right? So you just want to get rid of them. You don't want to involve them. You want to be around your own positive thoughts, gathering the information that you need to have so you can make a sound decision, making a calculated risk that I talked about, getting the team that you need. People are positive, they're moving forward, you getting your game plan together. That's the environment that you need in order to be successful. And that's in anything, guys. You don't need no one dragging you down, telling you this, and then after a while, once some difficulty, because not everything goes smoothly, not everything will go according to plan. So if you start listening to them and then it gets a little difficult, then that doubt will start to seep into your mind until you start feeding off of that, and then you may come up with some doubts of your own. Then you have that negative talking to yourself. And then you say, man, you are right, and all that stuff like that. Remember, guys, the old saying, birds of a feather flock together. If you're hanging around negative folk, they don't want to hear you doing anything positive. They're gonna say, "Yep, man, you can, yep, go for it," and then they're gonna be asking you every time, "Hey, how's that thing going? How's that going? How's that going?" Just so they can come back and say, "Yep, I didn't think it would either, man. I didn't think that was a great idea, but I didn't want to bust your bubble then, but I'm gonna bust it now." Right? Keeping you from doing anything moving forward because their friends and their family, what they say it impacts you. So you don't want to give yourself even that audience, guys. You don't want to tell them anything unless you know that they're in and they're not the naysayers. If you got naysayers along with with their title, you don't even want to tell them anything. You want to go in the trenches by yourself or with other folk that are like-minded, that's positive, that's really want to work to get something done. They want to create wealth. They're not the ones that hear some of the naysayers. Man, I got enough, man. I don't need all that. That's okay if you're just living for yourself. Saying you have enough, which I think is a cop out, is because you're saying, "Hey, I have enough for myself. I'm only really thinking about me." They're not even thinking about you because you probably had conversation, man, I really would like to do this. I really like to go there. I really like to do that. And they're saying, I'm not going to help you get there because I have enough. I hear what you're saying. That's what they're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I don't need to do anything, man. I have more than enough. They're not willing to grow and to do more to help you. Said, man, John was talking about, man, he wanted to go on this thing, man. I'm going to help him. Or I got some things on the burner. Maybe they may think you're a naysayer. They're not gonna bring it to you, but once they get it accomplished, they're gonna come back and get you and say, "Hey, man, got this thing figured out. Man, this is working such and such, whatever the case may be. You need to do this, and I'm gonna sit down and help you. I've done it. You could do it. I already put this thing together. I'm successful, and I'm telling you how to do it." And so you can do that. But guys, you don't need naysayers hanging around feeding you negative stuff, because the day is going to be hard by itself. But that doesn't mean, I tell people all the time, life is hard, but it's worth living. Creating wealth may be hard, and it's more easier now than it is back in the day. It's easier now. You can go on online, and man, you can sell anything, and you're gonna make some money. That's just the way it is. You just got to figure it out what it is. I talked about that, the marketing, all that kind of stuff like that. But guys, you got to get rid of the naysayers so that you can focus on what you need to focus on, so that your mind is clear. Go back and get them. Go back and help them. But don't tell them if they're going to be negative. You don't need nobody pulling on your shirt tail saying, hey, how's that thing going? How's that thing going? You steady trying to explain, but nobody's trying to help you. No one saying, hey man, what you involved, man. Maybe I can help. They're not doing it. All they want to do is get a report back. So when you said that you didn't get it done, man, I didn't want to tell you, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. You don't need that type of mindset speaking into your ear. You need people to be positive so that you can take that positivity and move forward, because that's what you need. You need clarity. You need to be thinking upward, not downward. You need to be thinking, hey, all things are possible. I can get it done. And all I need to do is bring these things together. Guys, the wealth is out there. I spoke to you about that before. The wealth is out there. You just need a game plan to get to move the wealth from over there to where you are. And people do it all the time. Naysayers would say, man, man, they just lucky, or they know somebody. And like I said, in some cases they are lucky. They may have won the lottery. Maybe they do have a relative left them some money, or they had something and they got money, whatever the case may be, and they fall. But that's a small category. That's not the norm, and that's not the many. People just don't fall in a very small segment that fall into that category. So we have to work with the reality of it is, guys, where everybody work from. Everybody outside of what I said, lottery or old money, somebody passed it down. You know what I'm talking about? Old money, been around in the family for years. Other than that, people are not creating, because wealth is already there. They're just taking the wealth that's over there and putting it where they are, putting it in their pocket, putting it in their banks and stuff, being able to move it from there to there. That's what you need to do. The wealth is out there. You need to get rid of the naysayers. Let them stay out of your head. Stay positive. Stay uplifted. Be willing to grow. That's what these videos, I'm putting these videos together. The mindset for creating wealth or building wealth, giving these tips. These are the things that you need to have in place. The mindset you got to have, and the tools. I'm not just leaving you with the mindset. I'm dropping nuggets out there, giving you the things that you need to look for and the things that you need to have in order to create wealth. I'm giving you that, guys, in these videos that I'm doing for you. I'm here because I told you before, I wanted someone to mentor me. I wanted someone to help me, but I had to go through owning a franchise and having a business and being online for 20 years and finding the do's and the don'ts and all that kind of stuff like that to find out I know exactly what I need. I know exactly what I want. I know my limitations, and these are the things that I need. Guys, what I'm saying is I'm putting all this together to take you someplace, to help you to come back, because you may be one of those guys I have to come back and get, or you may say, oh man, Rodney told me that. Let me go ahead and drop my email to him and let him give me the information, because he already know what he wants. Let me see what he's talking about. It doesn't cost anything to see, guys. Don't be one of the naysayers going back and say, man, that happened to me 1,000 times, or I tried this and I tried that. This is what I told people in videos. I think it might have been last year. guys, you have to set aside a little money to invest in yourself. You have to set a little money aside, money to spend, if you want to put it like that, money to take a calculated risk. I talked about that in the previous video. You have to take a portion of your money, not all your money, but take a little bit of your money. I don't care if it's just once a year or once every 6 months or whatever the case may be. If I hear something, but I understand what I'm looking for, I have learned from Rodney, and now I got a stronger grasp, a clear picture of what I have, and now I know what I'm looking for. Set aside a little bit of that money so that it can accelerate the money that you have, that you're spending your time for dollars. I talked about that before. You know, time is more valuable than money, guys. And so what I'm saying is take that money that you're spending your time to invest so that it can accelerate your wealth building. What if the little bit of money that you set aside, and let's just say it's $500, I'm just saying hypothetically, but that $500 that you invested gives you $500 a month. That's a good investment. And you already understand what you need. Yeah, $500 is not a lot of money, but if you did 500 and now you got the 500 times a month times 12, you good to go. You understand what you're dealing with. What, $6,000? You know what you're dealing with. That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying that to give you some insight on what I'm looking at, because that's not enough money from what I want to do. That's not enough money to create wealth. $6,000 extra is not going to create wealth. It's going to take too long. I already talked about that in another video. If you made slow money is not good money. You got to make it faster, guys. Man, you need to check out these videos. I am leaving nuggets there. I'm leaving the breadcrumbs there. So if you just put it together, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I am leading you someplace. Amen. Want to partner up with you so that you can be a part of something great. Even if I have to come back and get you, I'm willing to do that, guys, because I want to help you. Again, it's not about recruits. It's about customers. I'm not trying to recruit you into anything. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything, because if you have the product, you got the footprint, you got the market, all you need is the customers. And if you got the customers globally, don't need recruits. Not trying to get you to do that. I just want to share and help you because I wanted someone to help me when I spent all that time being motivated and trying to listen to the good things and having the naysayers and all that and trying to figure out this thing so I can get someplace to where I want to be, not only for myself, but for my family and for my friends. Guys, get rid of the naysayers so you can create the wealth that you want for your family and friends. And guys, until we talk next time, or you hear me on this video, whatever the case may be, hit the like button, subscribe, tell people that you want to bring along with you, or like-minded people. Share with them the video so they can subscribe, so they can get it from the horse's mouth, so we can go ahead and create the wealth that we want for our families. Until the next video, guys, take care.